Chapter 1. Excerpts from the Field Notes of Dr. Raemond Morningstar. Athens, Attica, Greece. April 29th to May 1st, 1889. Athens, April 29th. Translated from shorthand by A.H. The three of us arrived in Athens early this afternoon, and despite initial plans and the grumbling of my assistants, we have abandoned proper accommodations for a more localized campsite around the ruins. Coordinates place the site at 37.9715 degrees north, 23.7267 degrees east. Weather is temperate, approximately 24 degrees Celsius. The written markings surrounding the uncovered site match those found on previous investigated locations, posing an unknown cultural link between these varied and distinct regions previously detailed. As of yet, I am still unable to decipher these glyphs present at all known sites. However, the newest appearances may allow some translation, due to a series of ancient Greek transcriptions seemingly present beneath. These may indicate use by both unknown culture and Athenian population, shifting understanding of Grecian development. If possible, I may attempt to extend our expedition to Cairo to compare the script again to known Egyptian writing systems. However, I am hesitant to incur the wrath of Strawberry, should I keep their child from them longer than is necessary. She, in particular, seems to increasingly disapprove of Jamie's continued apprenticeship. Architectural structures within the site failed to resemble any of the surrounding Grecian ruins, initially leading me to infer that they may have been more recent additions to the landscape. However, the stratigraphic layers suggest instead a far older structure, predating any previous assumption I had made about the age of the civilization. I will need to adjust previous theories accordingly. I have discovered, during today's investigation, a series of strange black markings located around the site. Initially, I believed to be scorch marks. However, upon closer inspection, the markings appear instead to be some species of mold or fungus infesting the ruins, creating a lingering scent of dampness within the enclosed space. Jamie has been unable to identify it as any known specimen of fungus, despite their botanical knowledge, and I have instructed Athena to compose some sketches of the growth patterns for research purposes. I believe Jamie has also collected some samples to return to England. It is possible David is aware of the species and could offer insight. The mold is strange. I find my eyes being drawn to it at all times, in opposition to whatever else I may try and focus on, as if the festering matter has its own gravitational pull on my subconscious. I have tried to ignore it as best I can in order to focus more on the designated research. Athens, April 30th. I dreamt of the mold last night. It whispered to me, dry and rasping, like the voices of the desert wind or those buried decades beneath the earth and sand. The mold speaks the words of the dead, of the rotten and the decayed. It speaks in a language lost to time, the language of the culture I strive towards. A single word broke through the veil to me, the key to my research brought to me by the mold as if wormed its way into my dream. Termination. The end. It scares me, that single word. I am scared of its meaning, of its presence in my mind. It scares me, the mold. It feels somehow as if this is what I have been searching for all along. Although to trust merely a discomforting dream goes against all of my academic practices, and yet I feel in my soul that the words are correct. I saw the symbol in my mind, scratched in blood by blackened and cadaverous hands onto the walls around me, as the word was whispered. Perhaps it is a trick of my subconscious, or perhaps it is wholly correct. I hope to push the ordeal out of my mind as we continue the prolonged archaeological dig. My eye is irritated today. It's likely the sand. blown in the wind on our journey across the islands. No new discoveries from today's dig, merely further classification of previously established theories and artifacts. Athens, May 1st. It spreads. It spreads. It spreads.